we just made a little bit of mistake and we didn't really play our best. 那想再问一下，那这场比赛的话是我们自己二选了马格纳斯，你觉得猛犸是这场比赛这个系列赛的关键英雄吗 ？So we pick Magnus second pick this game. Do you think this hero is the key of the series?
我觉得应该是吧，因为纳森突厥的猛犸值得信赖。
Yeah, I think so. I think we can trust NTS on his Magnus play. Back to our casters.
Thank you very much. And yes, I can't wait for this game to get on the road here of Game 2. This first game of the series already fogged in a phenomenal start to this best of 3. Game 2 coming in. We're, of course, once again getting this Magnus, this time on the other side of things. I think, indeed, that this hero, it's going to be one to watch out for. We saw no hesitation in the draft. They picked this up straight away, LGD, for Game 2.
Yeah, big wombo combo team fight this time around. Spirit going down a route that, as far as I was looking, I think the last 6 games or so, this Morphling has not had any success. It's a different monstrosity, of course. Yotaro playing at Grandmaster tier, but we've seen a lot of these Grandmaster tier Morphlings falter here.
I mean, what do you think it is about the hero that's sort of maybe kind of causing the carry players to call for it? You know, why are they saying give me the morph in these situations?
I think overall what we've seen is he's been getting away with the lane in particular, right? The hero gets farm. It's just what's he actually able to do afterwards? Is he actually able to carry games like we've seen these tanky, beefy cores? Ever since, I mean, for the most part, ever since he's had this Aghanims all changed, and since that whole crazy patch of just stealing attributes, he has had some stuff for a time. So we'll have to see if Yotaro can make a difference with it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, unless someone can, of course, correct me later on, but I think I looked like 6 games or so. The last like 8 days, the hero just has not won.
I think so. What overall in this tournament, it's about a 36% win rate, regardless. So not the greatest of numbers, but as you say, if any carry player is going to make it work, Yotaro would be the one. So we'll see what he can do on the hero this game. Overall, looking at some of the other lane matchups, nothing to say. Of course, the man bringing in the Magnus. We saw Collapse pop off in it last game. We have seen in previous series how impressively nothing to say can also perform on the hero. So every reason to believe that he's going to be able to pull out the big plays. And even in this laning stage, of course, Lyle has got to be careful. He's a melee hero in this matchup. Nothing to say. Might find some cheeky skewers under the towers.
Right off the bat.
Shouldn't be able to get the kill here, but still hefty amounts of damage being done. Not an easy matchup to play in as a melee against a Magnus.
Yeah, just kind of a skill-based matchup though overall. I mean, Laurel, he's actually been quite excellent. His Kunkka that last game, I feel like there was just so much crazy stuff going on that he got kind of ignored how well he played as why. We'll be okay.
Gonna be okay on this one.
Yeah, and let's see overall, this is a bit of a dynamic change that I would say. When I watch Spirit, it's traditionally Collapse playing those big team fighters. He's the one kind of dictating the pace of the game, how much he's able to catch and make these massive fights happen. He's playing CK. It's a very different type of style hero. Not to say that he's not going to play it wonderfully or all, but it's just a different kind of thing that's going on.
Sure. I guess sort of the change up there, having the knock-on effect towards what the supports are going to be doing, right? Last time around, we saw Mira coming out with these incredible saves. This time, playing a more offensive position with the Dark Willow. When it comes to setup and starting fights, a bit more focus on towards what Mira can do.
Absolutely, and the same thing goes for
top lane.
Like, that's an early point in the Phantom.
Just trying to go for that potential opportunity of tripping Yotaro up, but Yotaro, he'll be okay for now.
That's pretty cool. You don't see that very often, but Planet, I mean, excellent game last time around in the Grimstroke, going for a little bit of a different approach to put some pressure onto this morph. So far not working though. Yotaro is getting these last hits under the tower, and he has Tree, probably one of the best supports when you're playing with Morphling. Just pop a Leech Seed, drops low HP, you just get the heal coming up.
Yeah, absolutely. Having any sort of sustain is going to feel fantastic for the laning stage. And we saw last time round, you know, Yotaro on the Terrorblade, he had a rough lane. It did not matter in the long sort of picture, you know, the long term of the game. And this time around, he's not going to even have to worry about having a sort of a tough start. This is seeming to be an easy first few waves here for Yotaro.
Yeah, we'll see how he's going to be able to deal with this mid-game overall, too. And even like later stages of the game, too, because I think what I've been seeing a lot of times with these morph is as soon as Scotty timing comes out for a lot of these carries, he just can't actually stand toe-to-toe with them anymore. You literally just, I saw the Ludo the last game when we were just watching earlier today, just gets hit by this, loses the heal regeneration, and then just can't actually stand toe-to-toe with most of these tanky cores. But we'll have to see what Yotaro can do. Playing into this Doom could be an issue with that heal removal, but immediately we'll see him queuing up for that Lincoln, so natural itemization for him.
We'll just sort of see kind of what point the Aghanims comes into the build for New this game.
Bottom, set up. They get the root.
Closing the gap on a YU Smile. He's pumping out that heal, that Voodoo Restoration. It's going to be enough to keep him alive as he gets back underneath the Tier 1 tower. Not quite enough damage right now for Spirit to get that first blood.
Very aggressive lane down bottom, just like you were saying, right? They have the Willow, one of their most comfortable, of course, on Mira and Collapse. He's going to take advantage of playing the CK, just putting the pressure onto this Spectre. And you're seeing it already. Shiro is getting slowed down quite a bit here. 12 last hits. Morphling free farming up top in comparison. Early rotations toward the runes. Nothing to say. Is able to get that water root. Laurel though, Kunkka is able to X back. But so far, slight lead there for Nothing to Say in the mid lane. And yeah, big differential between how Yotoro is able to get the free farm at the moment and just
he really is
pressure onto the Spectre.
I mean,
it's be a slow one.
A lot of damage here. Shiro should be all right, but again, brought incredibly low by both Mirror and Collapse.
And he's going to do his usual build, but in this game, it looks like, I mean, there's definitely potential for him to full upgrade for the Spirit Vessel this game. Playing into the CK, playing into Kunkka, Tree Morph. Definitely merit if you'd like to go down the route, even though it's not your usual Spectre build, and he's been the kind of the one who did the Urn and then just go straight for Midas and stuff like that. This is definitely one where he could look for that full vessel. Especially if he gets slowed down this much at the start, he might just look to get involved a lot with these early aggressive movements that happen around the map.
They're bringing a third hero in on the bottom lane here, Spirit. Miposhka making use of the twin gates to maybe try and go for a dive under this tier 1.
They've got a double range creep right now. Glyph is available if they want to go for
They could
dive.
try and go for this.
Yeah,
Look to lead in with the lead sheet on towards Shiro. YuSmile turns around with the paralyzing cast, but it's not enough to hold them back. First blood for Spirit. They should be able to chase out the Witch Doctor as well as YuSmile surrounded. Spirit, they'll get the 2 of them.
And without even using the Glyph to go for the dive, usually you see the Glyph to keep the creeps away, but not even necessary. Miposhka
in the mid.
Beautiful connection.
A bit of a skewer here from Nothing to Say. Has got Planet sweeping over to help out, but TP's backup's going to be in for Lal. Lal heading back up to the safety of his half of the river. He's fine. They can even turn. Look at the X-Mark into a potential torrent combo. Into the Tidebringer. On to Nothing to Say. Miposhka turns up and helps Lal turn things around.
Ooh, big start here for Spirit. 3-0, and this is going to be around Power Rune as well, too. Nothing to Say getting a little overzealous going for this tanky kill onto the Kunkka. Yeah, now Rune very likely to go for Laurel unless it spawns up top.
And with the way things have gone on this top lane, this is what a point where Yotoro can be happily left on his own.
Yep, for the most part, absolutely. Until Nu gets 6, he should be just fine. And Power Rune will spawn bottom. Laurel should be able to get himself safely down over toward that side. Seeing a lot of stacks being made this time around. Spirit looking to ready contest, actually get information. Miposhka, he's going to be able to scout the fact that there's a 3 or 4x stack that's been being made there for
That's
Planet.
true. I mean, yeah,
they have potential to steal with this.
Oh, they certainly could. They could just bring him over, drop a boat down, even if they want to try and clear this out.
See how healthy Laurel is, how he feels about it right now.
I mean, he's even got an arcane ring.
They're actually just bringing, they're just bringing the Magnus over. Nothing to Say he wants to go over, start getting some clear. And looking at it, Nothing to Say's build, something that I don't think I've seen so much on the Magnus. It's Miposhka trying to set up for Wisdom Rune. He's going to make them work for this.
He's making space.
Yep.
You know, there's 3 heroes chasing after him.
He's still in the tree line.
He should be pretty dead, surely, if they get the Sync Swirl connection, which they do. He makes them work for it. He'll continue to make them work for it, but he does go down. I mean, space created. That's what he would say. Then Miposhka's 3 heroes spent a lot of time chasing him.
And yeah, pointing out the builds here from Nothing to Say. I don't think I've seen that. I've been seeing a lot of various different kind of builds coming out here. The Magnus, he's actually just going for the max shockwave. I haven't seen like 1-1-2 build. I think that was from the off lane from Collapse, but a lot more we've been seeing the Empower build be able to contest for that mid lane. So
all right.
A bit different because he wants to be a little bit more playmaky around the map.
Yeah, I guess so. So have that extra nuke damage to obviously maybe catch Yotoro out when he's shifted low, and also just have that extra bit of burst that they can throw out for kills, like going for Mirror. You know, Shadow Realms pop, maybe that higher level shockwave will still finish off the kill.
I feel like it makes a lot of sense in this game too when he's playing with the Spectre and a Doom. Kind of greedy heroes overall. He probably wants to be quite a bit more active than you maybe would anticipate for this Magnus. But so far, Spirit and this this Morphling's getting absolute free farm as well, and they're really slowing down Shiro. I mean, he's had games like this where he gets slowed down massively on the Spectre, but this is quite ridiculous this time around.
All going to be down to really that Blink Dagger timing on Nothing to Say. There to be the point where they can start to look to try and make the moves to catch out Yotoro. Because up until that point, Yotoro, he's just going to continue to have complete free farm up here as long as he stays away from the threat of that tier 1. Because LGD, they are beginning to group up and look to pile the pressure onto that top tower.
No points in the living armor from Miposhka. He's gone full aggressive build on this Treant Protector. 2-3 build.
8 minutes in.
Tower's already dead. I mean, they can look to defend this Collapse.
I mean, the CPs are coming over.
They're actually going to set up for the kill.
They'll drop the Doom.
Okay.
Straight away on the Collapse, so should be an easy one to chase down.
Watch for the deny, Mira.
Or can he time it? Ooh, not quite. So Nu, he'll walk away with a kill. Maybe see if we can chase out Mira as well. Mira's going to go for the TP, and they've got the cast.
They do.
So LGD, they should find the both of them here. Shadow Realms there. And there's no escape here for Mira. He can just continue to try and make some space, buy some time, but he'll still be going down. LGD, they'll get a couple of kills with that rotation.
But look at this. I mean, will they be able to contest this stack here because of that space that they've been able to make?
It would be huge if they could take this.
Massive. Oh, he just got to boat it.
Yeah,
no
that's what I said. Just drop the boat. Drop the boat. Pick up this pretty much a quad stack at least here that was prepared by LGD. They'll get it all here, Team Spirit.
Big money. Huge for Laurel. Oh, Planet. Careful.
Nothing to say. Does he want to commit for this? He will. He'll drop the RP for that.
Nice little turn play.
Taking what they can get. I mean, Maposhka, he'll also drop the ult in response. Shiro, he'll jump across, make sure he's the one to pick up the bounty of getting the last hit on Maposhka.
Cool. And is that his vessel pretty much done? Yeah, I think it is. So Shiro, slowed down a lot, but looks like he's going to try to be very, very active with the Spirit Vessel. And it's good versus, all 3 cores. Definitely very valuable. Alrighty.
These sort of moves, though, definitely sighs of relief, I think, for Yatoro. Any sort of focus and attention in ultimates that are being dropped elsewhere on the map, it's going to continue to mean that this Morphling is going to feel pretty safe during this stage of the game.
Absolutely. And he's constantly just turning into this Doom, eating a creep, getting that extra little bit of efficiency, too. And overall, looking at the way that LGD can take towers, definitely not the easiest this game. They kind of have to just brute force them, and they are playing into this Train Protector, this Kunkka, this massive team fight that Spirit has set up for the early game.
Yeah, I think one of the reasons as well why that skill build has come out from Maposhka this game.
He just knows.
He knows they're not hitting the towers anyway, so he doesn't need to heal anything up right now. He can go full aggressive.
Yep. He's probably going to be, I mean, maybe level 7. He does get that point in the living armor and then starts to build up on it from there. But yeah, so far just all about aggressive plays. Now even looking to set up onto mid.
Planet. Maybe see if we can catch Yatoro out.
Bottom, Shiro. Oh my, collapses solo. Oh my God.
Wow, Shiro was not ready for that one. He just walks in with this armlet reveal and indeed that just completely obliterates the Spectre.
I mean, he has duelist gloves on top of the armlet. This is probably the best item that you can get to make these type of aggressive plays. It just deletes him.
I mean, Team Spirit, they're quick with the moves. They're going to see if they can find something else up top as well. The silence comes out from Planet over towards Lyle, but he's instantly able to remove the bug.
Doom
turns with the Doom, drops it down onto the Kunkka.
Can they chase him out though? He's going to be able to reset away.
Trying with the Brambles caught on the way you smile. The heals keep him alive. Nothing to say. Trying to close on Yusora, but the RP still on cooldown for 20 seconds. He's got no further control. Shiro returns towards chasing out Maposhka, but it's a hard hero to go for. They can't continue for this one. Shiro backs out of there. LGD not able to sort of get anything in return, but at the same time, they do stop Spirit from finding a kill themselves.
Hey, that is a Doom, though, used to just walk away there, Laurel. He will just reset. Spirit, a nice lead for them with these last few moments. This CK is absolutely massive.
Yeah, both him, Collapse and Yatoro having a fantastic opening to this one.
And I'm watching bottom. He's got Phantasm back up right now. Quarterstep as well, too. Shiro, he's going to need he needs somebody else to come down to help him. He can't be playing here by himself right now.
I mean, he Collapse the solo killed him once. There's no way that happens again.
He's thinking about it, though. Scan will come out.
Even checking with the scan. I think that was sort of Collapse, seeing if there was any backup, just in case Shiro stayed on the way. But Shiro does back up himself and gets caught by the scan, so...
Up top, you.
Push in for this one, caught him with the Brambles and burst down by Yatoro. An easy kill found around the tier 1 tower. LGD, they're getting bullied away from this spot. Nothing to say. He's hit that timing. They need something big to happen with this Blink Dagger reveal on the Magnus.
Hey, they're just getting so much out of the map. Yatoro's going to have Lincoln's pretty much done by the time this Doom comes back up for the next round. This is going to be a pretty safe Morphling in these next few instances. Yeah, nothing to say. He's got the pressure cut out for him. Him and Planet probably have to link up and start looking for these plays to start slowing down this growth of these 2 enormous scaling cores on these side lanes from Spirit. And the tower, I mean, they're the ones who actually have ways to hit these towers quite easy on the side of Spirit in comparison. Another one likely to fall.
Now 12 minutes in, taking these tier 1s out, and LGD not able to answer it.
Hey, that's huge. Like, just because the fact that they have these 2 super strong scaling cores on the side, but also very strong scouting heroes, right? They have the Train Protector, so when you get these early towers as tree, I'd imagine with Maposhka, as we've seen most of the times, you get the shard as fast as you can, and then you just give this scouting information. You limit a lot of the aggression from something like LGD's draft. And nothing to say, he's showing himself mid, so they are completely aware that the Blink Dagger is done.
All right, yeah, a bit of a loss of being able to abuse that surprise potential. And I mean, with that, and sort of regards that they are still going to smoke up, but as you say, Spirit, they should be pretty aware that this play's coming for them.
And look how they're playing. Like, you're not going to get a big team fight. You might get one individual kill, but everybody's farming all over the place on the map.
It might just be Maposhka. Maposhka shows himself. He's happy to tank this. Nothing to say. He will jump him. As Shiro, he'll join as well, but it is just Maposhka on the tree, and they need something a whole lot more than this, LGD. If they're not killing the cores, it's not feeling good.
I think you stay down here, though, and nothing to say. He does find this kill, but now he can potentially look for a secondary one because he still has the RP available. Maybe they can catch Collapse off guard here, but I mean, they're just split up and farm. So I think Spirit, they have a pretty good read of what's going on in these next few moments. And Laurel, is he actually going to just be able to sneak himself over here for the Wisdom Rune?
In terms of
and look at this, a stack.
He could stack it again if he wants to.
Sure. I don't know if he wants to stay in this area for that long. He's probably expecting someone to rotate.
He's certainly going to get the Wisdom Rune.
Yep. So 2 Wisdom Runes, the big ones at the 14-minute mark. Pretty big deal. Both of these cores getting it. And Yatoro just getting away with an absolute free Morphling game so far.
Really
no pressure onto him.
I think sort of a lot of the times that we've seen this Morphling pick suffer is when it's been picked and the lane just hasn't been set up for success. But this game, the draft, it certainly seemed right for the way that they start things out with Yatoro's Morph. Here with the lane setup. He's had the free farm. There's not been any pressure from LGD upon him. They've just not been able to make any sort of move to hunt him down. Even with this Blink Dagger on Nothing to Say. So far, all it's achieved them is the kill on the Treant. Other than that, they're not getting a lot done, LGD, and they're falling behind.
And the fact that he gets this Blink in so early, the only real thing to trip him up now early on is just the Magnus catching him with an RP before his shift, and they get him just blown up. Because he's going to be able to block the Phantom, he's going to be able to block the Doom. It's going to be very effective that he gets it so early on. LGD still need to try to get some catch on here for Nothing to Say, but slowing down the pace of the game is something that they ideally want. But Spirit, they're going to look to hit. They're feeling very strong here with Laurel. I mean, especially with Collapse too. I mean, Echo Saber is finished up. Anybody he finds is just going to get evaporated.
Oh, for sure, if they get an X mark set up, it's going to be a dead hero. LGD, they don't really have the tools to save one another right now.
Oh, and look at this positioning here. They're going to walk right in.
Ooh, actually jumps
fancy.
across. Quite fancy here for Shiro. Allows him to sort of step back. He toys with the idea of going back in onto Lyle, but it's going to be why you smile that falls. Can LGD afford to chase this? Shiro, and Nothing to Say, they're thinking about going for this one. He's headed over as well to help join the forces here. Just go for Lyle. They get the opening. They drop the RP. They'll kill
Only
Lyle.
on one.
Collapse looks to turn. He's caught by the Doom, but Collapse is still able to come over the right click damage.
Fear on two.
From Mira. Collapse trying to chase over with the right clicks, but he's falling low to the damage on the Doom. The deny's there. The
What?
Oscar comes in with the deny onto Collapse.
You gotta be kidding me. LGD just cannot catch a break.
They get something at least.
Something.
They get the Kunkka. They're able to at least force Collapse out of the game, but they don't get the bounty for it with that deny coming in clutch from Miposhka.
It's a lot of ultis committed as well, too, on their side of the map. Look at where they're positioned. Yatoro is just like, all right, everything is used. I have full freedom to reign across this top side. I guess, and I don't think Spirit's too fussed up with that one by any means.
And this small thing becoming more and more of a problem.
And they can go again. Spirit, 20 seconds until the boat's at the ready. Why? Oh, goodness. Shows himself for a quick second there. Has to be very careful. Laurel buys the shard as well, too, right after he does come back up. So more and more spells to get these catches. Tidal wave at the ready.
I don't know if we've got any more smokes coming out from LGD. I mean, it feels like they've got to continue to just try and make some moves happen around this Magnus. There's this catch from Nothing to Say.
They need ults, though. I mean, they just don't have the Doom or the RP right now. So, I mean, it feels like they need that, at least even just for the damage, or at least to stop the healing that's going to be coming in. A 5K lead for now for Spirit. Miposhka, a full. Now he has the shard finished up very early. He bought the Arcane Boots. I actually thought it was going to take him a little bit longer to get it. So
Look at Spirit's position.
pretty huge.
They're ready to fight around this tier 2 of LGD. Shiro's got to be careful.
He's very fragile still at this moment. Not able to go down the route. I mean, he's got the Gloves of Haste, so maybe considering if he still has the potential to go for Midas, because usually that's the build that he's gone for every time on Shiro. When he does struggle a bit in these early games, it's usually been the Urn, Midas, and then Manta and stuff. But
I mean, he's farming the triangle on his own, but they still can't really catch him. Gonna be bottom and deep with the setup there. Shiro will put the blade mail.
Ooh, right off the mark.
Flying in. TPs are gonna be there. Collapse. He'll just still commit fully in onto the Spectre, and Shiro's gone in immediately. As Mira, he'll die into the tower, but you see at this stage just how quickly Spirit can kill this Spectre. Shiro still struggling to catch back up in this game.
I mean, Collapse is just literally disintegrating him, and he's going to be going straight down the route, probably of that Silver Edge. So even more so ways to just, bring down the Spectre constantly. They are going to make a smoke move.
They've got to do this.
Ready.
Every time the ults are up, LGD, they need to look for action.
And honestly, it feels like they might have to start looking for Yatoro.
They've got to
he's
try.
Just having absolute freedom.
See if they can catch him before he's able to shift.
Look at Miposhka, look at the positioning to break these smokes.
So hard for them to enter in onto this one. There's the jump, though. He gets
the waveform off.
Yatoro's already away. The waveform was there. They may catch Miposhka, but they again fail to catch the course. Yatoro, he just smoothly walks out of there.
What the heck? That was absolutely instant. I mean, and now, catch on the Witch Doctor.
Going to be able to get the tidal wave to pull back while you smile. Yatoro, he jumps back in to pick up the kill himself. Spirit continuing to hold the lead.
That was sick.
He's still got the X mark. Gonna be able to get the setup over towards New. They'll throw out the Phantoms in best to try and interrupt it. Over into the mid lane. Collapse. He's toying around with Shiro. Shiro got to back away from the CK. Back up top. The silence that came out from Planet was enough to disrupt the combo and allow New to step back away from Lyle.
Too scared to commit into. Laurel still has the boat available, so yeah, they can't actually take advantage of any type of soulbind play. And yeah, look, I mean, Collapse, he really is just hunting down and ruining Shiro's any attempt for him to kind of recover in this game. Keeps finding him. Shiro, though, slowly recovering. but quite slowly. He is almost 4,000 gold behind Yotoro right now at this moment. Yotoro's gonna have Manta. He's gonna be ready to fight constantly. Shiro's gonna need way more time, and Collapse is not really getting
he's on the Collapse. I mean, Shiro's pretty low right now, half HP.
Phantasm in 3.
TPs are coming in though. A lot of backups coming in. They want to try and look for Collapse. If they can get the kill here, it'll be pretty tasty. They get the jump. They'll be able to punish Collapse this time round as Collapse will fall. Shiro to get the kill.
Great wards placed down around bottom here. The Obs in the Sentry catches him for a split second. Instant TPs come out. Good protection. This time they get Shiro. A nice needed kill. Poshka playing unbelievably aggressive. A super early base ward actually being placed.
Giving so much information as well here for the team.
That's really cool.
Keeping eyes on LGD beyond their tier 2s.
I mean, look at all 3 of these wards. All 3 lanes are actually perfectly watched here from this side of Spirit now.
10 seconds or so until the Overgrowth's back up. They could look to get aggressive under the tier 2, even without Collapse.
He's thinking about it.
There's both Yotoro and Mirror in the neighborhoods. Yotoro, he starts to back off. Doesn't look like they want to try and force it. Yotoro, I mean, he's more than happy to just keep hitting creeps right now. He's not under any sort of pressure. He's happy to just find his farm. He's got the Lincolns, he's got the Manta. Even if they do get a catch on him, it's highly likely that this Morph will be able to slip away every single time.
That's a good play. This is really nice.
Catch Lal here in the jungle. They're in with the aggressive Shadow Step, and nothing to say takes him down.
That was so much patience. I think Planet was waiting there for what, like 20, 30 plus seconds or something, waiting for a teammate to join him. Do get that catch off.
Now, these are two big moves. Killing off Collapse, killing off Lal. This is exactly what LGD have been looking for for sort of the entirety of this game beyond the opening laning stage. They're starting to find these core kills.
Poshka, though, now he is getting the scout on Shiro. They've got the backup.
Yotoro, he's coming over. Whoop. Here's the opening. There's any way for Shiro to play his way out of this. There's the Overgrowth into the Bramble. Jump ball for Yotoro. The burst is enough. Shiro's out.
Yotoro getting the kill up to almost level 16 on this Morphling. Shiro only level 12.
Top lane
top 2 Collapse.
He's gonna get the grab onto nothing to say. The adaptive strike's coming out. Nothing to say.
Got him.
Popped by Yotoro. From the bottom to the top, Yotoro picks up 2 core kills.
A usual carry involvement right there. 1 button to get the kill. And now bottom, looks like they should strike back at least on Tamira. But these, how many support deaths is that? I feel like it's just the supports dying on the side of Spirit. The cores keep getting away with so much.
I mean, Yotoro just continuing to steam ahead in farm here.
So massive.
3-0-1. They're yet to be able to touch him. He's got 2,600 gold in the bank on top of the Manta and the Lincolns.
Oh, and this is kind of cool here. He's actually got the Aghanims queued up here on Collapse. Definitely has merit this game when he's playing with the Morphling. That could be a really cool item choice here from that off lane.
Now, what's the plan now from LGD? They'll have nothing to say back up in a few seconds. Ultimates are at the ready. See if they can head out and look to make a jump themselves.
It's difficult, at least for the next few moments, to get these lanes out in a good position to go for it, though, because they're just spotted by everything, right? The ward that was placed top from earlier, the ward that Poshka placed in the base, it sees nothing to say walking out. That ward that they've placed also down bottom, it's giving so much information for them to prepare for the next movements. As looks like it will be a Tormentor on the menu here for Yotoro.
Here's the smoke. Exactly what we need to be seeing from LGD.
Can they find anything down here? Oh, Yotoro actually gets the Tormentor. All right, blessed. They did buy quite a bit of them this time around.
It's hard for them to go from this sort of angle. The tier 1 still stands on this bottom lane. Not easy for LGD to get around this.
Hey, look,
Toro.
He's playing very far
But he's got the Shadow Blade. They lay down a sentry. They'll slip off the side of it. The jump of the Lincolns is there. He's able to get away from the initial attempt from LGD, but still there's the RP. Nothing, they drags him back towards the rest of the team there. They bring Toro down. TV's coming in for Spirit. Pretty much the 4-man tidal wave there. Pulling them back. The Fear Fall as well. Straight down onto nothing to say. The Magnus will fall.
Here comes Collapse.
The Rift drags back Shiro. They fully focus the Spectres. The Taunt follows there for Ra. Double kill for Collapse. A Spirit, they'll lose Yotoro, but they make no pay. They'll find the 3rd. Triple kill for Collapse.
Give him the 4th.
They chase out Planet. Ultra kill in 23 minutes in for Collapse on the CK.
He's a move over, Yotoro. I'm the real carry. Yotoro pushing the limits there on the more incredibly low HP, but the 4-man tidal wave coming in
really
from Laurel.
laugh. Dragging them back underneath the tier 1. I mean, he looked like such a decent start right for LGD, they get the sentry laid down, they see Yatoro step into it. I mean, how can you not go for that sort of play? They go for that every single time, LGD, but Spirit, they come in with the immediate TP responses, and suddenly LGD are paying big time for getting that chance to take Yatoro down.
I mean, it's all important that Laurel's the first one to get the TP off because he gets this humongous connection. He gets one. It's a 4-man tidal wave under everything there, so that Miposhka can get the follow-up. Beautiful play there. And yeah, Collapse able to clean up, and now also clean up the Roche. They'll give that one to Yatoro. Almost got a rampage on the main stage.
Yeah,
Very close
23
there.
minutes as well. Collapse, yeah, just getting a huge influx of gold and XP on top of what he already had. And as you say, it very much feels like it's just sort of Collapse and Yatoro just trying to outperform one another, trying to prove the bigger carriers this game here for Spirit.
And yeah, Collapse after that, he's like, I was gonna get you an Aghanim, my friend. No.
For himself.
I'm going the Orchid route, which makes it's a very good choice if he wants to go down in this game.
11k lead now off the back of that one.
Yep.
4.5 minutes to play with Yatoro having the Aegis. I mean, they were able to take him down that once, but getting him now in his next 4 minutes. I mean, LGD, they again have to wait for their cooldowns. They're back up now. They have the RP, the Shadow Step, and the Doom.
Have to watch out, though, because also now they're getting closer and closer to BKBs on the side of LGD, so maybe feeling like they want to just wait for those before the next go, but the gold lead just continues to increase for Spirit.
And it's so hard for them to sort of set up to make these sort of plays with just how much information Miposhka's getting for the team.
That's what, like, these early tier 1s, I think it's really important that Spirit, they claimed all those early tier 1s, and Miposhka, he's just been giving literally all the information.
He's just messing around with them.
Another one.
Nothing to say. The ball with the sides, nothing to say.
Inkswell.
Skew off into the RP. They've locked down Collapse. The Fear's going to be flying from here. Pushes back Shiro. So Collapse is going to get the chance to survive a little longer, but he will still fall. They bring the CK down. LGD, can they chase for more? The Doom got thrown down onto Lyle. Lyle keeping his distance. New trying to charge forwards, but they're off to the side. Miposhka continues to hide in the trees. They catch him under the vision, though. Shiro jumps over with the Shadow Step. LGD, they'll get a second on the defense.
Nice plays. Can they catch more? New trying to reset away. Yatoro's on him.
Oh, he's looking to go back in with the burst. They turn around with the Infernal Blade, but the Tidal Wave comes in and tears New out of the server. Spirit may lose a couple, but they're still, again, able to sort of keep these trades at the least even. LGD still yet to sort of find an opportunity to start to close down this incredible lead that Spirit have just 26 minutes in.
At least they got something out of it, though. Good positioning there from Planet. Gets that instant dispel, of course, with the Inkswell. But now, a couple more heroes might die. Yatoro, look at this positioning.
He's under the tier 2.
He's the Magnus
He
now.
jumps back while you smile. And while you smile, trying to walk this one off, but it's going to come to an end, and so is its life protected. The Voodoo Switcheroo will make Yatoro work a little bit harder to get the kill, but he will still find it. Another kill to be found by Yatoro under the tier 2, and nothing that LGD can do that time to punish him.
He knows he can push the limits. Every single ult being used there. Looks like he's actually going to even hit the tier 2 top a little bit here.
I mean, he's got this Aegis for 2.5 minutes still.
He brings it down unbelievably fast, too, because he just threw the Empower onto himself from that Magnus form, so pretty much effectively a double damage onto him. Tier 2 to drop. More and more map control, more and more space for Miposhka to do his shenanigans of his Stream Protector. How's the itemization for Shiro doing? He's got the Manta at least finished, so he does have a protective form now for himself, a Dispel versus this Stream Protector versus this Willow at the least. But still unbelievably far behind his counterpart. Almost, he's getting kind of close to double the net worth of this Spectre. And the Magnus, too, starting to fall further and further behind. The farm that Spirit's been able to get on this map is absolutely ridiculous so far.
Now, BKB finished on you, so at least a bit of a better chance for him to get in and have a bit more luxury at taking his time to find the correct Doom target.
Yep, and they are getting closer and closer to Planet having an Aghanims, which was one of those big things that almost allowed them to turn that last game.
Oh, it did. He pulled off some fantastic stuff with the Dark Portrait last time round, and once again, against the Morphling, definitely opportunities to do something similar.
Even against the CK, if he gets both, right, that could be pretty absurd. Spirit ready to strike right now. Feeling strong.
Might not expect this wrap around though from LGD. LGD coming in from the jungle. Spirit there on the other side of the tier 2. Yatoro will start to show. But still, he is the target that has an Aegis for a minute.
They need to find Laurel.
See if anyone walks up to the high ground. LGD.
Tower just drops too fast. They can't even set up to go for this defense.
Now let's hope with the tier 2 gone, they're sort of backing off of this, but they're gonna have to do
they're hitting
Spirit, they're pushing the high ground.
Glyph forced. They're looking for the wrapper.
They're gonna have to make the call soon. Pressure on Nothing to Say, ready to find the RP.
He's just waveforming it.
They're heading over towards
They seem to know.
He's able to start things off by pushing towards Nothing to Say. Over to the side, Collapse. He's getting focused by New. They'll jump forward, try and take down the CK. Collapse being focused by Shiro and New. They brought him down. They're going to Collapse. Soulbind into the dude down over the two of them from New. But the torrent still concept controlling Shiro. Shiro across Shiro. He'll fall. They'll drop the RP here, but is there the follow-up damage? There it is.
It's a nice cast.
But
here's your Toro.
As he's looking at it go low, falls low, but not quite enough to kill him straight up. Dude, jumps back in, Infernal Blade takes him out, but they couldn't do with Yatoro second time round, and Yatoro gets a decent cleanup for his side. Overall, though, it's 4 dead on Spirit. LGD definitely able to give them quite the shake-up in that fight.
Hey, look at the Witch Doctor, David. Look at it go. Gets a beautiful connection onto the two of them there, but the Aegis, I think it had, what, like 20, 30 seconds left or something as it was expiring. Great usage there from Yatoro.
Yeah, solid fight overall, but still the threat of this Morphling grows. 24k on Yatoro right now.
Look at him just charge
I mean,
right
the fact that he finds Nothing to Say at the start there definitely make things a bit more awkward for the jump that Nothing to Say wants to get away with. Collapse just charges in, sort of tanks the immediate focus of LGD. It's a great Soulbind double doom, but not able to control Yatoro. They get a lot from it.
Honestly, the buyback kind of salvages everything there, right, for LGD. If they didn't have this Witch Doctor buyback, it's probably just a rampage that comes out for this Morphling at the end of the day.
Absolutely, they miss out on sort of those 2 last cleanup kills that they do get LGD without YU Smile coming in to do that. So.
Oh, look at Yatoro, look at the positioning. Hey, look how aggressive he's playing, pushing the limits.
Silver Edge man to Lincoln's BKB. This morph insanely farmed for the 30-minute mark.
And he finds probably the most dream neutral item he could have in this game. He gets a Titan Sliver, of course. Incredible versus that Magnus. Status resist is always going to be godly, but also just the base attack damage as a Morphling is the best thing you want.
I think it's, after that last play, maybe time YU Smile starts to build for himself.
Get an agony.
He was queuing up the Blink Dagger first, but now he's going back for the Eon Disc.
Yeah, he can't go for the... He still just dies way too quickly in these fights. If he's just... Yeah, he needs positioning, needs extra survivability. Yatoro, positioning.
Again, they're getting these Wisdom Runes as well. Wisdom Rune was still there for Yatoro to step up and grab.
I feel like they've gotten almost...
They got a lot.
They've gotten the vast majority of them this game. An Eagle Song now, too. Just the speed that he's getting these items is just absurd on this Morphling. Like I said, almost double the net worth of the Spectre. Ideally, the Spectre timing, when you want to play versus Morphling, is getting that Scotty in particular at good timing. It's so slowed down for Shiro. And it's also, of course, it's not just the Morphling he has to deal with, right? It's this CK who's also still getting this explosive farm. And Collapse, he does go for the BKB. I was wondering if he was, because he's gotten pretty aggressive without having it. Now he will go for the disassemble.
LGD, all ultimates the ready once again. We'll see if they want to try and step out and get aggressive. They tried for that last time round in towards the Aegis on Yatoro. Of course, there's no Aegis to worry about as of now.
Yeah, let's see if they can always get these Linken's breaks in particular. Get the Linken's break, get this Dark Portrait, get the Doom. Ideally, they want to be able to get all that onto this Morphling.
Doesn't look like they have any smokes on them at the moment, so not easy for them to make a move. They can just look to try and hold things around this bottom area of the map. Stay together as 5. They don't want to get caught out alone.
They only really have this one ward down on bottom. They have the one up top too, but this is the one that they have to control this area, and they are playing into a gem right now, Miposhka, or he had the gem a few moments ago. I guess he passed it off to Mira.
Now, ideally, maybe just waiting for Shiro to get his next item done before they force something, or at least try for a play that the Spectre's going to have to get involved in. There's about 4,000 gold coming up to that he's yet to invest in his next item.
Yeah, they keep just putting down this Ob Sentry combo, just be able to scout out Miposhka, scout out the CK who are looking to get this constant setup. But they're having to spend a lot of time together. The only reason that the gold lead isn't growing that much further is honestly because the Doom has a Midas and this Octarine, so it's keeping it that consistent 13k, but Spirit overall, they're farming way more of the map. Morphling, CK, this Kunkka overall, always split up from each other. And they're all itemizing, or most of them are itemizing for the Linken's, right? Another Linken's, of course, finished up for Laurel too, so more and more ways to block.
They'll find Miposhka here.
Oh, and he just actually got the gem pass back over. This is a big kill.
See if Spirit can do anything to help out. They can't. Mira throws out the brambles from the side, but as the gem hits the deck, and Shiro, he's able to grab that here for LGD.
They were passing it back and forth between the two of each other, Mira and Miposhka there. Pretty big pickup there for LGD to reestablish some control.
It's all right.
They want to get their gem back. Nice thing, Swell.
A little bit more breathing room here for LGD with that gem switching into their hands.
Breathing room to potentially finish up that Scotty.
Yep.
It is getting pretty close now for Shiro. Recovering.
On disc done for YU Smile. Some more chance that he's going to be able to get his full toolkit off in the midst of the team fight, even if he does get focused.
Yeah, essentially has 3 different ways to protect himself now.
LGD stabilizing things a little bit here. Still, it's just this imminent threat at the morph continues to grow. Yatoro nearly hitting level 24. He's very close to having his next item done.
Scotty, of course, though, is going to be it's going to be a pretty big timing versus these cores. Yatoro joining his buddy's bottom. Hasn't quite decided if he does want to finish up the Eagle Song. Maybe he's going for like a little bit bait play. I mean, he hasn't shown if he does want to actually go for the Blink Dagger just yet.
They've got eyes on YU Smile. But now with the Glimmer, but they get the dust into the Yule setup. They're looking to focus the Witch Doctor first, throw out the Adaptive Strike, but he's going to dodge it with the Voodoo Switcheroo.
But they bait it.
They're dropping the Torrent. They're going to be able to pull him to the side here.
Wait, that was weird.
Was that the Tidal Wave?
The Tidal Wave pushed him the wrong way.
I don't know what the hell happened there.
It was right on the cusp.
Anyway, they're still catching him in the Torrent Storm, but it's right on the tip of the team fight. Yeah, Collapse, he wants to charge him with the stun, but the Eon Disc, it's there. We'll get Brock. Not able to get the full control there onto this Witch Doctor.
I mean, honestly, he might be pretty lucky right there that the Tidal Wave. I think it's like right when you catch them on the tip of it, it does push them the wrong way.
Yeah.
So he gets, honestly, a bit lucky there. Because that's a gem. It's a pretty big kill.
That's true. They grab him in. He's dead for sure, and he's dropping a gem. The smoke comes out from LGD. They want to try and go again, especially knowing that the Torrent Storm's on cooldown.
Roche is swapping. All right, when it's going to be coming back up, right? So 6 seconds, they're setting themselves up top.
Do they want to go for the twin gate?
Oh, it's risky.
Yeah, they don't. They don't want to approach through that angle.
No, you have to go the different angle. So
they've got to run straight down the top lane if they want to try and fight around this Roshan.
Does Spirit have a ward to place up here at the moment? Checking the courier. They do. They have a ward coming out on the Dark Willow, but right now, no ward placed outside of the pit. LGD, they make their way to sneak in right now. Roche gonna start.
New.
Ops placed. They see New.
Mira spelled, Mira.
Got the scout right away.
But the Yule's quickly set up with the Cursed Crown to hold back the Doom. Collapse is trying to wrap around towards the back lines of the fight potentially, but he's careful. Knows they have detection upon him.
I mean, they're killing the Roche while they're scouting with the Phantasm. They're sending it all in. This Roche is dying.
They've got to make a move soon, LGD, if they want to put a stop to this. The Dark Portrait of the CK being sent in to try and scout things out. Nothing seconds to pull over the Harpoon on the Collapse. Collapse puts the BKB, they drop the RP. They've got Shiro on top of them with the Mantra Illusions there, and they tear through the CK. They bring him down, but Yatoro gets the Aegis New, jumps over towards him, has the silence here from the Doom to open things up. The dagger as well in from Shiro. The Torrent Storm's there. Mira lays down the fear to hold back the Spectre for now. New falls. Spirit, they get the chance to kill off the Doom, and maybe even look for more.
Mira's doing so much work in this fight. The control, he just completely blocked off New from having any allies to join him. He just completely controlled that Spectre there. Doom used, but doesn't matter. Yatoro resets. He's going to come right back into the fray. Collapse. He gives his life for the cause.
And it's absolutely worth it.
Super
they couldn't even take down Yatoro at once. He still holds that Aegis intact.
And the cheese as well, too. Still has it at the ready. Nice play. Honestly, Mira, that was a really nice play of how he gets the Ops ward out the center and immediately just kind of controls things, stalls out so they can finish off that Roshan. Swift Blink finished up now for Yatoro.
So close to 25. I mean, a real treat, especially for all the Morphling fans out there after seeing so many times this hero just fall flat on its face. This game, Yatoro showing it to its full potential.
Even getting very involved too. It's not like some zero kill involvement. He's got 8 kills on this Morphling.
In terms of timing, so LGD. 40 seconds until the RP. Spirit, they could definitely look to push with this Aegis, get a tier 2, maybe even start to consider pushing for the high ground with the lead that they have right now. I mean, Yatoro, 10k net worth ahead of anyone else in the game.
He's just been able to keep that consistent this entire time with the pressure that, like Collapse kind of took those reins of having that top net worth, then he sacrificed himself a couple of times, and it's worked out. Tier 2 to fall. More and more openings for the map. No towers yet have fallen on the side of Spirit. And that's without even, I don't even think I've seen Miposhka throw any living armors onto them. He just hasn't had to. I'm going to say.
Talking about Miposhka, he's got eyes on him.
Whoa. Jeez, that was close.
Should be fine here. TP out from the corner of the map. He'll get back to the base.
The Bramble catches him.
It does. They've scored him.
He's got BKB, but no TP.
BKB.
Oh, Fear won't connect.
I mean, he can BKB and run around for a little bit, but I don't think there's any way out of this one, as the whole of Spirit's pretty much closing in upon him. Yatoro, he wants to take the kill for himself, and he'll get it. That's the gem hitting the deck as well.
The scouting of Miposhka, these two support. I cannot believe that Bramble connects and now Collapse in mid.
Starting to start things off over towards New. New has the BKB TP out. He's terrified. The X comes in. Is the time?
It's time. It's time.
It's going to be there.
He's got him.
They pull him back, but the blink was there. They weren't able to follow up with any damage to stop the blinks, and New still having a chance of escaping. The tidal wave won't clip him. He'll get out, but it was close.
I think Laurel maybe doubted that he actually got the timing perfectly there, but he did. New able to get away. Pressure everywhere, though. Look at Yotaro even. All the lanes are getting pressured here from Spirit.
I mean, and they've still got the 2 minutes of this Aegis. They can go for so much more here, Spirit. 30 seconds, no nothing to say. He has buyback, but he'll really not want to use it in this situation.
They want to force as much as they can while that mag is down. Glyph gets popped.
When they have got everybody up, the high ground defense, it is strong from LGD.
Absolutely.
It's all right. So they can take him out. The watch cask is out. Yotari's falling low. Now he's getting out of the way for me. So he's
now Shiro.
They get the stun control onto the Spectre. The damage coming in from Grab. Shiro's out of the fight. See if they can turn for more. The little white you smile. He's got the voodoo switcheroo. Yotaro slides past, pops the lead for the Eon disc here on, and while you smile, and still doesn't fall even the once. Keeping this Aegis fine. They chop him up with the cheese. Yotari's still good to go for more. Nothing to say. He'll get a grab on him. Miposhka gets him in with a pull of the harpoon and the skewer. And Miposhka, though,
he's still alive.
He's still surviving. The RP's going to get dropped, but it's only onto Yotaro. Yotaro got the BKB off. He's perfectly fine.
He just jumps in.
Jumps in.
He wants the skewer.
He's trying for the skewer. You has to pop the BKB to make sure he isn't dragged out of his base.
I didn't see it. Like, did he actually get the Silver Age break hit on the Spectre? Because he died so fast.
I think he did.
It looked like he did. Now Rax
back on the Barrett. The push continues. Spirit getting so much done here with his Aegis on Yotaro. A full set taken on the bottom lane.
And he's just using that Magnus. Look at just the Empower itself. Look at the damage that he has. Throw the Solar Crest as well, too. He effectively has that DD. Look how quick these towers are.
I mean, and they don't want to use these buybacks. Sure, he's back up in 15. But it's costing them so much. The next few items coming out. Hex now done on Yotaro.
That's a cool item choice. Another tower to fall, and yeah, they'll back away. They got so much out of that push right there.
I mean, that is the
20 more seconds.
The one sort of play that can maybe catch them out, the sort of blink out and skewer in that Nothing to Say is going to try and do. That's completely put to a stop by the potential that Yotaro has to turn with this Hex pickup. Yeah. All he's got to do is precast the Hex on the Magnus to get that high ground vision, and suddenly the game can be over in an instant.
He has to just use the BKB pretty much every single time he goes for it. I mean, that's the case also when you're playing versus the Yule Scepter a lot of the times with these Magnuses. But yeah,
it's not easy.
It's not easy. Huge opening. I mean, even bigger now.
And New spanning up as well with that refresher purchase.
Laurel also full Octarine is finished up to a shield rune. Spirit, they're definitely very, very keen to fight. Collapse full Aghanim is now done. Also another layer that they're going to have to go through to try to take out this Morphling.
We'll see how chill they play it. Do they want to try and push again, or do you think they take the relaxation status and go for the next Aegis?
I think they're
smoking
still,
up.
I'd imagine they're still pretty keen to fight. They're so strong right now. And these Phantasms kind of constantly keep these waves shoved in. They already have the lanes in good position too, so it does feel like they are definitely ready to look for going for this closeout, especially when Magnus does not have the RP just yet. Coming back up in 5 seconds though.
Oh, you're smart. Definitely going for the dream here. 200 in on the Aghanims.
I think they need every little thing they can get right now. Doesn't feel like Shiro is going to be enough by any means versus these triple scaling cores. Why?
He's going to find him.
Oh, and he just brought the gem, I think, right back out to himself as they went on him.
Voodoo switcheroos will try and make things a little bit more awkward. The Eon disc is popped. They've got the X mark. Why Smile, he's trying to get back to base. Actually, yeah, it's going to be dispelled off him. So Why Smile will still be able to walk off. BKB point for Yotaro actually uses it aggressively to try and get the kill onto Planet, but Planet was able to TP out. That's the BKB charge down the drain for Yotaro. LGD survived. Nobody to get caught. They all get out of there.
A nice attempt from Laurel. He actually tried to use the X Torrent instantly because the Aeon disc status resistant kind of thing comes out there, but wasn't able to get the connection. That was actually fun. Y literally had just brought the gem out onto himself, like almost dies the instant he gets it.
They're going to try and get back out on this LGD. Maybe see if they can hit back at Team Spirit.
Okay. Definitely difficult, but maybe trying to catch them off guard here. You see Laurel here.
They want to jump the Kunkka. They're going to try. The Lincolns, the Fear's going to be there, but New pops the BKB. They drop the Doom. Shiro jumps across. They're going to go fully in on towards Lyle. He's still pretty tanky. Can they finish him off? Collapse. He'll turn the drag barrel to New as the Doom gets blown up by Yotaro. Shiro, he looks to finish off Lyle.
Takes him so long.
But it's going to cost him his life. Yotaro and Collapse clean up Shiro as well. As Shiro and New, they're out of the game.
70 seconds without them, and now he just dies to the illusion.
All right.
That was the Phantasm illusion. And Laurel, I mean, it takes him too long to bring him. He got the boat off before the Doom comes out. He's able to actually protect himself. It takes forever for them to kill him, and now 60 seconds. That's more than enough time for Yotaro.
A lot of damage to be done here. Maybe even the game if they want to try and force it. There's a jump forward, they get the RP, they get the drag back, have to get the damage to bring him down. They're fully focusing on towards the bowling, but Yotoro's able to pop the round. In fact, he's getting it aggressive. He jumps in with a hex. Looks at one planet shot.
Look at him go.
Bring down planet. He plays fully aggressive. He's ready to make the ball. The skewer. He's into the fountain. The phantasm's there. Nothing to say. Will fall. Collapsing Yotaro. They walk out alive.
Oh,
they just can't kill them, even in the fountain.
Whoopsie.
Actually dies down. Well, it was the arm that toggles hogged out. I know he didn't need to.
He didn't need to.
He's ready to ride this one out. He knows there's 4 dead on LGD. They're feeling great right now about the Spirits. They go towards the top set of racks.
Yotaro, what other player would wave for me aggressively right there? Just so confident. 15 seconds, no Spectre. Will back up. But massive damage done. 2 buybacks forced. Can't even kill that many heroes inside the fountain.
That's crazy. 30k lead here now for Team Spirit.
12, 1 and 7, Yotaro. Impeccable performance from this Morphling.
And what do you do? Is just even if these fountain skewers aren't cutting it, what is going to cut it at this point?
Good question. Back it up. Wait for their CK to respawn.
I mean, they can go for the Roche. 30 seconds or so. We'll see that one back up.
Poor little courier. Floating in the air.
Of course, with their buyback as well. The dream of the Aghanim's Witch Doctor. It's put on hold for quite some time for Why You Smile.
I mean, they need to get some type of enormous double Doom plus another Doom. Either like a double Doom on 2 heroes and then maybe even the third Doom being thrown out onto Laurel. But they have to catch this Kunkka. They have to just, I mean, they have to stop so many different things. The layers of these fights are just getting more and more complicated for LGD. Lacking damage, lacking control, lacking everything, it feels like, versus Spirit. As Yotaro, just playing so confident. The swift blink that he's been doing has been, I mean, pretty cool. These little plays with the waveform.
I've got the Shadow Blade pickup on nothing to say, so maybe something that will give him that extra chance of closing in and getting the jump by surprise on towards Spirit, but Spirit have been pretty good with the vision.
And he still only has 1 round of everything, too. It's not like he has a refresher. It does feel like they need so many different layers of these fights.
Oh, they're thinking about taking this fight up towards the pit here, LGD. Spirit looks pretty prepared for this. Mirror just scouting things out aggressively, stepping up with the Shadow Realm. The space is being made. Yotaro
dies fast.
cleaning up the Roshan. I'll see whether the Shadow Step was able to just over towards the illusions. They're not finding anything with that one. They're just having to deal with the pressure of the creeps pushing in. So all the space in the world given for Spirit to clean up this Roshan, get themselves another round of the Aegis onto Yotaro.
And a refresher shard for Laurel. Chaos in the fights even more so. Whoa, planted. Pretty deep position. Okay, we'll be able to blink himself away. The final racks. Spirit looking to close it out. Yotaro buying up the full moon shard. How do they mount this defense? It looks like they're going to try some type of very risky play, but it feels like they absolutely have to try this.
They can't sit back. If they sit back, they're losing the base.
They can't let Spirit be perfectly set up for the high ground siege. They have to catch them somehow off guard. Another layer to add to everything. Mira with another Lincoln.
So many Lincolns.
Good luck getting these double Dooms off.
They're heading out.
Whoa.
Yotaro ready to play aggressive with the X-Mark. Actually got the Hex as well.
Shiro.
He's pretty much gone.
He's dead.
The same as Shiro's out of the game. He'll buy back immediately.
He just solo kills him.
It's caught by the Brambles. The Fizz coming in as well. Down onto the 2 of them, pushing back.
Shiro.
Why you smart Shiro's trying to jump it over towards Maposhka.
He's alone.
He's got it with the turret. The boat comes crashing down onto Shiro. Yotoro's able to take him down a second time. Shiro out of the game for good. There's nothing to say. Caught by collapse. Both dead. No buyback. Spirit. They've got everybody up. They're ready to look for more kills. Deep up towards the fountain. Yotaro kills off another. GG is called. Team Spirit. They'll be moving on towards the grand finals.